ranking Disciple Roundtable Knights of the Roundtable Volume 2. The worst song on this comp is this one. That just doesn't sound pleasant at all. What even is the sustain here? The kicks don't really work here. The vocal sample just sounds very, very weird. Yeah, not a fan of this one. The next song on this list is going to be this one. Oh, that gurgling sound is very, very just annoying. And Vomit Step's never been my thing. Yes, that's literally the genre name as well. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea. And then the vocal sample is like, what the hell is wrong with that guy? Yes, exact thing I'm thinking about. Why does it sound like this? What about the second part? No, thank you. Sounds like someone gurgling. And, no, I don't want to hear that ever. That is disgusting. What is happening here? This is disappointing coming from Virtual Riot. I expected this song to be incredible, but then all the good stuff just was thrown out the window. Virtual Riot's rhythm is incredible, but this is one of the few duds in his whole entire discography. He's an artist I've loved for years. He's had a lot of incredible dubstep songs back then. He's still a really good artist today. But unfortunately, this is one of the few duds that he's had in his discography. Those growls there just aren't pleasantly used, and also the track just feels a little too messy. And yeah, it does not work. Yeah, Infect's music back then was rough. His style is just meant to be empty, pretty much. Damn, since 2011, Brother has been doing it, and he has 157k monthly listeners. Yes, that vocal sample is from a murder rap featuring Armageddon. This song is weird. Yeah, Infect's music sometimes is low-key boring, and this is the reason why it's near the bottom. No, thank you. All right. Yeah, the problem with Murda's music is that some of these songs are just straight up boring as hell and unnecessarily long. Like he's made his Machine Can Cry EP a year before this even released, and that EP was absolutely terrible because the songs were just too long, and they were just having little depth to them. Depth to them, yeah, they're pretty much. What was the goal here? Like, this is not what is needed here. Alright. Next song is. I don't like that sound. The drums just feel like they stick out too much. What is the next one? It sounds like Chibs was in this track, which he's clearly not in here. This Stabby has made another song. He hasn't made another song on Disciple, I don't think he has. He's made a song on Never Say Die Records with Trinergy, and that collaboration was alright. I think Trinergy kind of carried that one, but like this one was just not it. That screech just didn't add anything. There are some times where screeches can add stuff, but that isn't the time to do that. Yeah, that's pretty much what I gotta say about this song. That is kind of not great here. Next song is going to be this one. What is this? This doesn't really work. Nasco's style has never been one that I've enjoyed. This isn't terrible, but it just feels like they tried a little too hard with this one. And yes, Redrum is murder backwards. This is not what was needed on the label here. That's just a wall of noise, and it's not very done properly. I just hate the vocal samples. Everything else is fine, even though it is a little abrasive. Hayam Ghost actually improved years later. He has that, I think it was the Haunted Mansion EP. That EP is actually very solid for him. His old era was pretty rough, though. Brother said Ghosts do it better. Do they really? Do they really do it better? I'm afraid not. Ghosts don't exactly do music better. The vocal samples here, like you've heard with that vocal sample, or like the "oh my god" meme, is hilarious. But like that was the most random way to actually introduce it. What? I mean, it's cool, but it's nothing to write home about. Wow, what is this? Next song is this one. Blood for the blood god! Honestly, like, there's something about the abrasiveness of the drop that just brings it down a little bit. Everything else was hype about this, but this doesn't really go. What is this? Yeah, that part of the track kind of ruined it from being placed higher. Someone please remix this. Next song is this one. This is super basic. It's placed a little higher because it shows how bad half of these songs are. There is at least a little bit of effort put here. The pacing's all pretty alright. Even though the vocal sample's low-key cringeworthy, everything else is fine. Next song is this one. Cringy title aside, this song is actually a good song. Even though the screeches are a bit, they're iffy. This song isn't terrible, it's just nothing I would come back to on occasion. So yeah, this one is good, but not playlist worthy. Next song is going to be this one. As much as Uzi might be one of the worst artists on Disciple, it's a duo? Wow. They have at least had a, interesting run here. Like, even though La Casa de Rhythm EP was absolutely garbage and my ears will never recover from that, thanks for making half of the population go deaf because of all the screechiness and garbage that y'all put in that this entire EP. But otherwise, anyways, this song isn't bad, even though that title legitimately is where you go to a club and then that's where they literally be asking ID, please, and then you pull out a fake ID to sneak in. Not encouraging it, but you could do it. If you want to. Get arrested, of course. I'm not encouraging criminal behavior. Even though Oakland has a lot of it, I'm not going to make it even further like that. Next song. This one. You know what, this one actually. Now we're on to the songs that I find actually great. This song definitely has a very strange build-up, if you could even call it that, because it doesn't really exist. The, obviously Barely Alive, that duo's incredible. William and then Matthew. These are just duos. Okay, bro, you didn't gotta flip me off like that. What's wrong with you? Obviously, Barely Alive had to modernize their style a bit. But obviously, that isn't going to take the fans away from them. They are still very loved in the Disciple community. They have one of the biggest influences on here. They are able to combine a bunch of funky styles together. This song uses a bunch of goofy vocal samples, and it's pretty good. It just feels empty. Next song is going to be... Adair's style is so weird. Now he's known as Careless Castle, and I like Careless Castle's music a good amount. This is a very weird style, but it's incredible, that melody in the off drops. Nostalgic inducing, I will say. They actually tried with this song, and I like that. This grew on me a decent amount. Even though the drop is kind of nothing special, it's very wonky at times. The pacing of the song, it actually kind of carries it. Even though Mode Step's vocals, like Josh vocals aren't really isn't here. Unfortunately, Josh left the group in November of 2022. Because of all the controversial things that were happening that year. Yeah, artists are bound to get into drama, even the small artists. Even though Mode Step's a member, or was a member, but now it's just one person. I think it was Pat that left the thing or something. Unfortunately, this duo has disbanded, and now it's just one guy. This is incredible. would go again. All right. This is one of the weirdest songs I've heard, but it somehow is kind of catchy and I love it. London Nebel had Express Yourself, which is kind of cringe-inducing. The song's low-key cringe-inducing, but the melody of that song carried it. This one, however, is an improvement over that song. Leroy, I think, is the vocalist here. They actually did a great job here. Who even is this person? This person's a black screen. What even is this? But anyways, unfortunately, that title is what's happening to a lot of schools in the US. And I'm not even trying to make a joke about that. That's the truth. But then, the next song that I find incredible, and I think these might be playlist worthy in the future. For some reason, this grew on me a lot. I used to hate this one. Now it's actually incredible. Night Punk's style's very crazy because he just kind of just crams a lot of things into one thing. Mark the Beast, I don't know much about this guy. Other than he wields a guitar in his picture. That's cool. These guys are kind of rocking it with this. The pacing of this is incredible. The multi-drums here are great. Next songs on this one. There's these ones. Now, getting here. This easily might be the best Terra Vita song on the label, other than his Figure collab in 2021 or his, or their collaborations, because there's two. Chris and John. We make bass music. Music that's poorly mixed. But anyways, this song is their best. That is an insane title, though. The end part is funny, though.
Most of all, fuck you!
That is an interesting way to end off the song. And that is kind of funny, though. I love this song. Even though the mixing may not be the best. I was about to say breast for some reason. But anyways, this song is fire. This song is what Sub Artillery was trying to do, but failed. This is kind of similar to what Laserbeam was in Sub Artillery's part, but this time Dodge and Fusky comes here to actually start doing this kind of style of rhythm incredibly. Like, the melody in there just works, and everything's just incredibly put together. Next song is which ones? I'm kind of torn between these three. Screw it, we're putting this one. Actually, this one. This one isn't good. This is a goofy song. I mean, Bandles is the silliest duo on the label. If you don't count Terra Vita's god-awful mixing. But this is basically how you should mix stuff. Even though this song sounds very goofy, which is what it should be done, Bandles is an artist that I continue to support. Small memes with big dreams. These guys are hilarious. Yeah, these are they're definitely one of the best Disciple members. They've cemented their reputation as one of the silliest artists on the label that are still on the label to this day. And then they had the nerve to say Rubber Band Money in this song. Yeah, this song's incredible. The drops are fire, and then the memes are just funny as hell. All right, next song is
You are no match for my style. Trying to block me, huh?
This is how you do old school dubstep in 2018 properly. The vocal samples are the silliest thing here. And even though this song is too short for it to be this great, this is still how you do old school dubstep in correctly. Actually, correctly. In 2018, of course. What was I about to say incorrectly? What the hell? The ending is funny as well. It's coming up.
You tried to match my style and failed.
Nobody can match your style, Dirt Monkey. Yeah, that's his name, Dirt Monkey. Alright. This is an improvement from what it is from the Volume 1 comp, because that song was emptier than my soul. Like, damn. Also, that alarm sound in that other song was annoying. Next and final track on this. This song is incredibly fire-inducing. This is definitely the best song in this comp. It's the most melodic one, and melodic and heavy combined together is a recipe for a good song, for an incredible song. EI did this incredibly well. He's the same guy that made The Path like years after this song released, and he's the same guy that debuted on NCS in 2013 with My Heart. Yeah, that one, which became a really popular song. It's great that he's doing side quests and like this, and then in 2020 he just decided to make a Medusa EP. Yeah, I don't know why he did that. That EP was very strange. But nonetheless, this is how you make a melodic rhythm track. Like the melody is incredibly nostalgic. The scream, like the heavy drops are. Yeah, these parts may be annoying to a lot of people, but these actually don't annoy me at all. Overall, this comp was alright. It's an improvement from Volume 1, which, wow, that volume was pretty bad. I mean, it was 2017. Rhythm was still sounding old and not very modernized like it is now. But yeah, that's pretty much what my summary is about that comp. This comp is an improvement. Let me know if you want to see more of these rankings. Anyways, this is it. Curse Pikachu out.